As you can see, the driver comes up, puts the packages down. This is her first arrival at my property. She rings the doorbell, and I am out in Hamilton, Missouri. She turns around. She notices a camera there on my porch she looks at, and she's waiting on me. Sometimes the ring is delayed whenever it notifies the owner of the doorbell. So she rings it again, and I answer. I think she's preparing to leave a tag there, but I do answer. And she says she'll take a voice confirmation.
Okay, I'll take a voice signature. It'll be here on the porch, okay? Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, so she leaves the packages and leaves, and I'm going to have my friend come by and pick them up. That's the plan. About 5 to 7 minutes later, lo and behold, the driver comes back and picks up the packages. She's already prepared a door tag, and which she didn't write any reason on the door tag why she was picking them up, but she picks them up and takes them away. You can see the reflection in the front door of her carrying them back to the truck. Doesn't ring the doorbell, letting me know that she's got to pick them back up. She comes back up with the packages in hand and looks like scanning something, apparently. So about 45 minutes later, my friend goes by my house, and I just said there's going to be boxes on the front porch, and he calls me and says that there are no boxes on the front porch. I haven't checked the side porch. I'm mystified because she told me she was leaving the packages on the front porch. And so I drive all the way from Hamilton back to St. Joseph. I come in the back door, come out, and I find the door tag there. I'm looking around because I don't understand why the packages aren't anywhere. I'm thinking, is this door tag for some other delivery that I missed? She told me the packages will be here. So now I go in to call. I called the 800 GO FedEx, got a hold of a rep, and tried to explain the situation. Of course, she's clueless, and she doesn't understand because of the uniqueness of the situation. So I asked to speak with a supervisor. A supervisor, after an extended hold, comes on, and I said someone needs to contact the St. Joseph terminal and have her bring this package back because I'm here now waiting on it. I have to get back to Hamilton, and I'll wait on it, but someone needs to get a hold of the St. Joseph terminal. So he puts me on hold, comes back and says it'll be redelivered tomorrow, the next day, or after such and such a time I can go out to the St. Joseph terminal and pick it up. And I said, no, that's not acceptable. I want it back. And so he puts me on hold, and I wait and wait and wait. In the meantime, I get in my car and I start driving to FedEx, thinking she may be back, and I'll just pick it up there and then head back out to Hamilton. So I'm driving down there. As I'm about a half a mile from getting off I-29, the supervisor comes back on the phone and says that she's going to redeliver it this afternoon. I said, okay, I'll turn around and go back home and wait for it. So we hang up, and just as I'm getting off the interstate to turn around to head back home, my Ring doorbell rings again, and it's the driver. So here's the video from that. I'm trying to answer the ring. I'm in the process of turning around to come back home. She takes the packages back, puts a door tag on. And I answer the ring.
Are you home? I'm here to see the package.
No, I left to drive out to FedEx to pick up my package.
I'll be
Packages. I'm not going to sit out here for 30 minutes. Hello?
As you can see, she walks away while I'm talking to her, and then she goes to her truck, gets a door tag, sticks it on, and hightails it out of there. So this really hacks me off that she walks away in the middle of me talking to her, and I could have been back there in just a couple of minutes. I'd already turned around, and now she takes off again with the packages. So I turn back around on the interstate, head back towards FedEx. I go in and I ask to speak with the manager. I end up talking to Anna, and as I explained to you, she was not apologetic. She just kept saying it was a misunderstanding, and there was absolutely no misunderstanding that this driver said the packages would be on my front porch when I got home. And I asked Anna, I said, why didn't she leave a note when she came back or ring my doorbell again and tell me that she needed to pick the packages back up for some reason? I had a neighbor standing by to give a signature to accept these packages because I needed them. And Anna had really no explanation. She just kept insisting it was a misunderstanding, which upset me even more because there was absolutely no misunderstanding on my part. There was absolutely no misunderstanding on my part. And this driver walking away from me while I'm trying to talk to her on the Ring doorbell to tell her not to leave, I'll be there, or I'll get the neighbor over there to sign for them. She walks away in the middle of my talking, which is just absolutely rude and unprofessional. So at this point, Anna tells me she'll try to get a hold of the driver and have her come back. And I did not want to leave FedEx because I have no way of calling FedEx. And I said, well, I will wait here until you get a hold of the driver to make sure that she's coming back. So I waited in the FedEx lobby there while Anna went off to reach the driver. And she came back and she said the driver will be there in 10 minutes. So I hop in my car because it's about a 10-minute drive, maybe even a little more, and I hightail it home because I'm afraid the driver's going to show up and I'm not going to be home, and we're going to go to round 3 of this fiasco. So I get home inside of 10 minutes, and I wait. About 43 minutes after I get home, the driver comes back. I see her pull up, and this is the exchange. She has no explanation well, I'll let you watch the video. Here it is.
There you are. I want to know why you didn't leave the stuff like you said you were going to.
My supervisor didn't tell you?
I want to know when you came back and picked the package back up and you put the tag on the door.
My
you did
supervisor...
I sent someone over here to pick
I
up
left the door tag and it said sign, please.
Listen to me. I had someone bringing this out to my folks out of Cameron. They came here, called me, and said, there's no package here.
Okay.
So I drove all the way back here.
My supervisor's already said sorry for the inconvenience.
No, she didn't, and that's what pisses me off.
Well,
so I'm going to post all these videos and I'm going to send them to FedEx so they can see how bad this customer service is. I get a lot of packages, as you know, for not leaving, like I told you.
There's not a place for me to
There is two. There is two on the back.
Okay.
You take a look at the back of it. There's a whole box there, just for that purpose.
That's where the driver told me there was no place on the door tag to write any reason why the packages or put any notes to the customer, when of course there obviously is a complete area on the back for that. So anyway, that's my frustration. The fact, number one, I was told the packages would be delivered and be waiting for me on the porch, and they weren't. Number two, they were picked up with no explanation, no note for me or anything as to why, and no attempt to reach me through the Ring doorbell like she did the first time to let me know that she was retrieving the packages and picking them back up. Had she done that, I could have had the neighbor sign for them, and we would have avoided this whole mess. Number four, whenever I go out there to speak, whenever I go out there and she comes back for the redelivery, she walks away from me in the middle of me talking to her on the Ring doorbell. Again, I could have had the neighbor sign for it, and it would have been done. Number five, the fact that Anna was not apologetic. She just kept making excuses, saying it was just a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding. And then I don't get a phone call like I was told I would from the district supervisor because Anna said that he would be calling me that afternoon or the next morning. And so I waited an entirely another day, and then I had to contact Anna and tell her that I still have not heard from the district supervisor. Please have them call me. So it seems as though FedEx dropped the ball many times along the way, was very unprofessional, and would not accept responsibility for these multiple mistakes.